Wrexham in their all red, Salford in all blue. I'll go through those teams in just a second as Salford launch it long, and it goes straight through to the Wrexham keeper Leighton. Ball's driven through the middle. Thomas jumps, flicks it on. Davis has to turn to get there, tries to draw the foul. Quite cute. Maybe a bit unlucky as he was shoulder to shoulder, or was he a bit soft there, was he?
A bit soft, I think, yeah. Should have stayed on his feet.
Yeah. Ball's worked into the centre of the pitch.
Oh, give it away.
Bit sloppy work there, and Ponticelli has it 25 yards out. Options either side. Tries a shot, takes deflection. Keeper holds on to it comfortably enough. But first chance for Wrexham as Loughlin comes forward, so he's a little give and go. Touré's dropped deep and switches it cleverly over to the left-hand side. There's danger here as the ball's worked into the box, and Hanfrey drives in a shot which Leighton pushes behind. It might have been going inside netting, but Leighton certainly couldn't take that chance. I'm just saying about sides, academy style sides. I mean, there you can see it there. Salford handle the ball very nice and tidily, and if it still isn't fixed, it's definitely my fault because we've got a mixer desk here, and I set the levels before the match started. Wrexham with a free kick, swung in the goal mouth. Oh, and that was nearly a goal. Yusuf, his first touch since he's come on. It's a terrific free kick, whipped into the near post by Jordan Davis. Oh well, maybe that should have been a goal, eh?
It should have been a goal. Yeah, they both Yusuf and Thomas were there in the box there, waiting for that one.
Right there, and then you have to have your temperature tested, and then you're very isolated to come in. It's an interesting experience, but weird. But the club are very strict and done very well the way they've organised this. You feel very safe coming in here as Wrexham are pressing. Salford walking the ball around the back. No changes for either side, of course. Although we know that in 20 minutes, Wrexham are going to basically make wholesale changes. Ball's fed into the middle of the pitch for Hanfrey. That's good work by Harris. Tackles him and goes driving forwards. Now in 4-on-4 break. He's got support outside him as well. Feeds in Thomas. So it's an awkward ball behind him. He's doing well to keep possession and get it back to Harris, who dinks a nice ball to the edge of the box. Yusuf turns well. Hits a shot. Too close to keeper. But sharp play from all three Wrexham players there. And now a chance of a breakaway as Johnston knocks it over the top. That's a good ball. Touré, left-hand side, has got two players attacking the box as he runs at Cleworth. He wants to come outside and try a shot perhaps. Little step over, makes a bit of space, drives it. Great save, Leighton. Got down really well low to his left and got the parry in and then pounced on the loose ball. Thomas has tackled well in midfield. It's fed inside and Jarvis intercepts, but then can't keep control of the ball. And here's Touré running at Cleworth again. He's got a man outside him and he uses him. It's a good ball. Leighton comes off his line. He's beaten on. It goes just wide of the far post. Two best chances of the half falling to Salford within a minute of each other. And again, Leighton thinks done well to get off the line so quickly and force a hurried shot as Salford have it in their own half. Feed it backwards. That's a good foot in that by Yusuf, and he's in on goal now, driving in. Edge of the area, hits the shot too close to the keeper who nearly pushed his hands over the top of it. But he's managed to parry. It's cleared and Salford get a free kick. That was a Huxley down the flank and a more obvious target in the centre forward trialist. Horsfield steps up, throws down the line. Huxley flicks it on with his back. Trialist striker does good well to come out with the ball, works it back to the halfway line. It's fed across to Record and he feeds a clever ball down the flank. Jeffrey using his pace can't quite beat the right back to it. That was good work that by Loughlin, who's now penned in by Jeffrey, and feeds it forwards, and Record uses his strength to claim the ball. It's poked forwards by Young, and again a good turn by Yusuf. He's on one with the keeper again. Tight angle, brilliant recovery tackle. Lovely turn, great defending.
Great defending, yeah, it was a good turn, and I possibly thought that was actually a corner, but come off the Wrexham player. And again impressed by the winger, Jeffries. He's not worried about taking the player on. Last season we did struggle where players decided to pass it back rather than having to go at the players and trying to pass a player. Well, he's got the pace. It surprises me all the time, every time he runs at them. But he has got pace and he's got the ability to get past the defenders, and he's done that a couple of times now for Wrexham going forward.
100% as Salford knock it long straight to Dibble, who quickly balls it out to the left-hand side. Record is there and feeds it into the feet of Jeffrey, who backs into man, spins past him beautifully, and then helps it on nicely to Bickerstaff left-hand side. Jeffrey's in support. It's a bit crowded in there. Bickerstaff has to go back to the halfway line. Young pulls a lovely switch. Oh no, yeah, it's not lovely at all. It's under hit, and Huxley can't get to it. They try the centre-back, knocks it forward, and Bickerstaff, has he won over the keeper? Well, they try the centre-forward, doesn't he? Scores. Wow, Wrexham take the lead. And to be fair, this trialist target man, he's scoring goals.
He's very calm there, wasn't he?
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
Calm.
86 minutes. Young gets to go ahead. Stands it up towards Vassell. Free header, good hands. It was just slightly behind him, but he met it with good power. Too central though, and the keeper holds on to it comfortably. But again, good to see.
It was on target, Mark.
Absolutely. Redmond spreads to the right back trialist. And now Redmond dinks it over the top. That's a tempter for Bickerstaff to chase. Again, trying to get goal side of his man. Again, he's hassling him, and he's won a corner. Well, remember when he won that corner in the first minute or so he was on? He's battles away in those sorts of balls, doesn't he?
Yes, he's impressed me as well. He's actually seemed to come alive in the last 10 minutes. He seems to be a lot more involved in the game, and he's testing the Salford defence.
Yeah, he's a bit like Morel, the way he chases lost causes and makes something happen. Ball played in. And Vassell got there first, headed it goalwards, but it hits a defender and spins away for another corner. Built very similarly, and with the sun behind him as well. It's just given away. Now he's a centre forward, feeding in Bickerstaff. One-on-one with the keeper, tight angle, drills it across just wide at the far post. His head's in his hands. He had no options in support. He had to go for goal. And I think you're right to urge him on, because quite frankly, I think he deserves a goal for the way he's put himself about. Under the shadow, appropriately, of the Hayes travel stand. He drives it long, very long. In fact, Dibble will come and claim that. And then collides with the trialist centre back, and yeah, they're all right. Dibble just for a second then stayed so still. I thought, oh my goodness, what's he done to himself?
Fantastic ball.
That's a great ball down the right hand side. The Bickerstaff's in on goal again. Tight angle, drills it, and he has got that goal. And well, he really deserves it. Good ball down the flank, wasn't it, to set him away.
Fantastic ball down the wing, and Bickerstaff took on the defender, and then keeper had no chance with his strike on goal. A well-deserved goal for Bickerstaff, because he's done really well in the last 15 minutes or so.
Bickerstaff is catching the eye more, I would say, and really, we've got three good-looking strikers. Fourth choice. The trialist centre forward nearly dispossessed the last defender, and for my money, looked like he was tripped.
I thought he was tripped as well. I thought it should have been a free kick down to Wrexham.
Well, in a normal game, I would say red card as well, although in a friendly, I accept they may not do, but the ref didn't give a foul at all. He's very, very lucky there.
I think the ref might be from Manchester area, we don't know.
All for the coming down the left-hand side. I'm going to start bringing out the stats in a minute. To back myself up. The ball's driven over the top of Wrexham's defence. Looked like to had gone a bit too early for me, but the flag stays down. He's on the left-hand side, and he spins his man well. And is that a penalty? Yes, it is. The trialist centre-back was spun, slid in, took him his legs. He might have been offside, but nothing was given, and now Salford have a chance to get themselves back in the game late on. And it'll be, a chance for Salford, such as the result matters, to put themselves back into it with 10 minutes left. He gets to go ahead, steps up, and sends Dibble the wrong way. 2-1. So, 10 minutes left. Huxley miscontrols it. It's fed forwards. Well read that again by Vassell. He comes driving forward to the left-hand side. Jeffrey on the halfway line just alters his body shape, opens up and bursts past his man. The poor fullback just can't keep up with him at all. He hits the goal line, pulls it back beautifully. Bickerstaff, and it's blocked on the line. He beat the keeper. But a defender had gone deep because Jeffrey had hit the goal line and he could get deep. And he managed to block it on the line. Wrexham just holding their shape for now. Happy for Salford to work it around at the back. It's their time. It's ticking away. A big diagonal is trying to the halfway line, but it's miscontrolled. And again, records are there to get a foot in. Jeffrey miscontrols though, and Toure takes over. Turns. He's not got much in support. Feeds it into midfield. Could be Salford's last chance, this. On the right-hand side, it's dinked over the top, and Johnson nods it down. Flicked in towards Toure, but easy header clear. And that is the final action. And Wrexham have beaten the Salford City 11 2-1. I mean, let's be honest, it's not really that important what the score is, but in terms of individual performances and combinations coming together, it was very pleasing, I think.
Yeah, very pleasing. It was, for a friendly and pre-season, it was a very, very competitive game, and I think both teams battled really well.